Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present to you and formally introduce Bob, Cass, and Arthur, the Play No Games podcast.
It's your favorite podcast. When we talk about real life and exchange a few laughs, we sticking to our path. When you find understanding, just know that that will never last. We ain't here to play no games. The world is getting crazy, and now we know we gotta be the change.
We back.
Did you pray today?
Oh, what'd you say?
Did you pray today?
No, they didn't. This is Cartier Bob.
This is Cass.
It's just take forward.
And the Play No Games is back for 2024. Decade.
I ain't gonna hold you. It's when I'm gonna burst your bubble, bro. Cause I halfway know what you're referencing. I've never been a wrestling guy.
Wow.
And people kill me because they'll liken that to like battle rap, like, oh, it's some fake stuff when people like fake talking about killing each other. I think my dad killed wrestling for me at an early age when I was like 4 or 5 years old. He's like, they're not even hitting each other for real, man. I was like, damn, like he did move before this chair.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like
If you slow it down. I
didn't.
It's about the show.
It was 99, so I didn't have the ability to slow down anything. I could just see.
You didn't have the TiVo boo?
Dude, TiVo? You kidding me?
TiVo?
Was I rich?
99?
Bro, you didn't steal TiVo?
Steal TiVo?
Never mind.
Interesting.
I had to know somebody that has it to steal it.
I know.
See,
Damn.
he from different.
Dude, that's
different
like,
trenches. That's the thing.
damn.
Hey, never mind. That's not
You don't know nothing about a wish.
Sounds like an East Side thing.
It's inside thing. Never mind. Welcome to the Play No Games podcast. And I just want to say major Monjo shout outs to everyone who's waited. And also, we're back. And if you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribes. We're doing it big, better this year. And we need donations. One, just to make the platform better for all of you. Not to grease my pockets, but to really help yours. Anywho. When we have the things, we have a better performance. So,
The product will increase.
Exactly.
I cannot guarantee their pockets
He
increasing.
needs a Gatorade like right now.
Gatorade sounds great, actually.
Exactly. And if you donate, we will get his electrolytes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And sometimes when we go out of state, we need entertainment, nighttime entertainment.
Time entertainment.
And if you donate $herobob to the Backseat Critics, $1.
Talk
you get
your
a
shit.
free picture of Bob on us.
Naked, right?
Backseat. Oh,
Hey, yo.
Hey,
Whoa, yeah.
donate $1.
Hey, whoa.
Okay, Epstein.
I was hearing some stuff.
Donate $1. You might find out.
Okay, there you go. There you go. They got
The
Photoshop.
fact that Mike picked that up. So, AJ's not here. Let's get it out of the way. Yes, blah, blah, blah. He'll be back. Yak. All the things. So, I'm going to do his segment. Oh, fuck. I'm about to butcher the fuck out of this. Welcome to the Play No Games segment. Sell us something positive, negative about your day.
It's everyone's favorite segment.
Thank you. Save me.
Tay, we play no games about today.
Thank you.
What do I play no games about? I would say ending 50-50 conversations in 2024.
Interesting.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Like, I swear to you, I cannot go on social media these days. It's such recycled conversations about gender roles, expectations with, a woman having sex with a person after a date. Even Shannon Sharp, I know we were talking off camera about his conversations about the price point with which he'd feel comfortable a woman ordering something on the first date.
Yeah.
Bro, just love who you love. I'm so tired of hearing about this shit. Just love somebody that loves you genuinely and shut the fuck up. Because honestly, all these conversations back and forth online, it's not reflective of what happens in real life more times than not.
No. But it is content.
It is.
Great content.
And people are going to click, so I get it.
And that's where I actually have switched a bit of more of my marketing, where it's kind of like, I don't think we will ever stop that. Because like when I do like the look here Cartier shit, where it's like, kind of like, I feel like there's no counter to that. So I'm trying to like be like the counter to that. So like, because it's going to exist, because it's always going to be like, he took me to Applebee's. And then I'm going to be like, but did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
I feel like they keep on adding a new spot to the list every day. Like, I swear to God, I saw something where someone said something similar to that, but it was, don't take me to an NBA game on our first date.
Why?
Like, it's not like we're going to a movie. Like, we can still talk. And
Movie's a shitty date anyways.
It is.
You can't even talk.
I'm a real shoot. In this day and age, not on some cheap shit. Like, I prefer streaming at home. I don't like being around random motherfuckers.
Yeah. And it's fucking expensive. Have you been to the movies lately?
Yeah.
It's like $15 for a ticket, $20 for food.
Just sitting in dead silence. Like, I can't pause. I can't get my popcorn.
No.
I can't, pour up a little bit. Something.
Exactly.
Can't get that notification. Are you still watching?
Exactly. Stop. That's where we're going.
No, but no.
Whatever. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I guess since I said you know what I'm playing no games about? I'll say this, gentlemen. I had an interesting holiday, and I have to censor some shit out, but I'll just say this. During the holidays, I really discovered that, this little podcast be really fucking with people's, emotions and minds. And, I just found out that more people wanted me on the show than I ever knew. And you know what I don't play no games about?
I'm going to cut your knowledge real quick. Don't use the term little before anything that you're describing. It ain't no little podcast. We could go toe for toe with Joe Budden. I don't give a damn.
I fucks with that because what y'all don't know is during the holidays, I actually went to bat for y'all. So we playing no games. I want to get this on the record. I'll just say this. I want to apologize to a family member because I was rude. But what I want to explain is someone said a comment, and I'm not going to bring it up. There's no need. And I've never been in war, but I literally have y'all ever played like Call of Duty?
Yeah.
And it's like the last life, and it's like blood on the screen. It's like
you've seen red.
And I saw everything slow down, and I just snapped. And I'm not gonna lie.
What'd they say?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah, what'd they say to send you off?
They just disrespected the show.
Did they call the podcast little?
That just disrespectful stuff. And I'll just say this because I'm gonna move off of that because I want this documented. And it's less about that conversation. It was just more about how much I cared about y'all. Because I just want to say, I want to play no games about my appreciation for y'all. Because I get fired up for my friends, but I didn't know how fired up and how important y'all were to me. Because, I'm going to go fix that relationship. But at the same time, I love y'all. Y'all don't understand. Wednesdays, even though it looks like I'm busy, I'm really thinking about y'all 24/7, boss. But it's about how we get to the floor 12. And we remember we was doing that shit in the studio on the second floor. So when Cost breaks off and does the other shit, when you break off the other shit, we started from here. In backseat credits, I didn't forget about y'all. Were y'all doing Disney, Pixar shit? He's under the fucking studio shit. That shit. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all more than y'all know.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
But who knew?
Making me blush.
I shouldn't.
Stop with
Who knew a podcast that don't have 500 followers yet could really get under somebody's skin?
Interesting.
Anyway, we about repairing. We ain't going back. I'm not going back to that Cartier again. He was wild.
Fire. All right.
What about you, Cos?
Yeah, mine's maybe a little more positive than that one. Some educational stuff too. I'm playing no games about. Shut out. I'm playing no games about vitamins.
Ew.
Now, I was a big disbeliever that you should take vitamin D because it's like you live in Portland and there's no sun and whatever. Well, I started taking vitamin D3 and I feel great.
Do you?
I do feel great. It's so the main reason I took it was I got sick in back-to-back months, which has never happened before. I was like, this isn't normal. So did some research. Vitamin D plays a lot into your immune system as well as your just general health. It's what you get from sunlight. We don't have sunlight here for half the year, so I decided to finally take some, and I feel great. And I guess vitamins do play a role in life.
So after you took the D, do you feel like you're...
No, I feel like a new woman, honestly.
Wow, you got a pretty pee, don't you?
Yeah, I got pieced up real nice. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Nah,
Boys.
but how long have you been taking them?
Like 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks. Yeah, I took it when I started feeling sick, and it shortened my cold a lot. Like I was only really cold for 3 days. Like I had a cold for 3 days. Yeah, I still sound rough and I have a light cough. I'm outside of like the infection period, so I won't get you guys sick.
Okay.
But like my nose is decongested, all that stuff. I feel very good right now.
To be honest with you, if I'm being honest, I feel like I'm one of the older guys here. We're like,
You're so old.
I'm very old. No, I think I'm glad that you said that because I feel like I need to, like, I've been stretching way more, but like that vitamins, I gotta get on that soon.
Hey, because I know you on the other side of 30. So when you get out the bed, do you do like that old man rock back, like, all right, oh, we gotta get it started, like revving up the engine?
Nah, I'm like a Thundercat. I'll be like, Thundercat, go, all the time. 6 a.m. in the gym.
I'm calling Katt, but whatever.
Damn.
That's my resume.
Let's see you touch your toes live on camera.
We already know I have a problem with stretching. That's not fair. That's not fair.
We'll have a stretch off one of these days.
Whoa.
Pause.
this podcast is spicy.
Quick fact check
Okay.
on the gym at 6 a.m. False.
Damn.
Okay, the fact, if you're using my Instagram for when I decide to post when I'm at the gym, that's like after in the middle of the fact. So fact check that. Fact Dragon, your wings are clipped.
Damn.
How are you going to tell me when I post my gym stuff? All right.
Okay.
Damn.
Everyone's spicy.
Cooked.
So I think to start everything off, we got to go with the hottest thing under the sun. We got to go with he's saving us. The White Green Ranger. The Lost Power Ranger.
Huh?
Hey,
Oh.
he's gonna start us off today.
Oh, okay.
We got our first topic.
You want to get into some music stuff? Or?
Let's get some music
All right.
stuff.
All right. So, start of the new year, and this is something I always do in general as far as, whether I'm not big new year resolution type of guy, but I do try to kind of get an outlook as far as like what the year is going to look like in general. I'm a big music head,
Yeah.
so one thing that I was thinking of, what releases am I looking forward to this year? Because I feel like across the board, as far as the two genres I listen to the most, being R&B and rap,
Yeah.
more so on the rap side, it felt like it was a down year as far as major releases.
Yeah.
So, I'll talk about my stuff later as far as what I'm looking forward to, but is there any artists, whether it be like full projects or singles or anybody you haven't heard from in a while that you guys are looking forward to in 2024?
You go first.
I actually really do.
Yeah.
I'll say this. One of the things I really like, I've always loved about this dude is like literally we got invited over to his crib one time, and like one of the coolest dudes, and he had Mario Kart going. He's like, I'm a slide, but if you really pay attention, the music he had in the background, even though I was smoking him some Mario Kart,
Nigga, what?
we can run it up right. Anyway,
Damn.
the playlist and what he had, the vibe going, is like he's the type of person who like I feel like music heads really don't understand because it's like the balance. So
Yeah.
I just want to give you your props for that. You got great music,
Appreciate that.
great music taste, and I feel like you're very fair with a lot of your music takes. Now, I'll say this: one artist I need to hear from this year is Bruno Mars.
You need to hear from Bruno Mars?
No, I ain't gonna hold you. I would have said the same thing. That 24 Karat Magic album is like
That's
probably
so random.
in like my top 10 of the 2010s decade. I don't like any other projects he has, but when I say he touched God on that,
Interesting.
like he levitated.
Move.
Now I will say I think
That's
I don't know if he'll ever be able to recapture that energy. So I don't know if we're ever gonna get a full project from him again.
I'll just say this: that album and him and Anderson .Paak going together was kind of like, I get tired when people say R&B is dead. You have to find the R&B where it's like, yeah, there's the oversaturated parts and ones, but it's kind of like I feel like when it comes to pure, I'm gonna really sing and do shit. Bruno Mars leads that shit.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. When people say that, that's such a lazy take to me because with the evolution of streaming platforms, you can find whatever you're looking for. There's something out there. There's thousands upon thousands of people putting out music these days. It's just it takes more digital crate digging than I think people want to have to do, as opposed to, you know, back in the day, I could just cut on BT at 4:30 and AJ and Free playing the top 10 videos of the year or the week or whatever have you, or a day, and I'm picking up, you know, Ashanti just dropped a single, or you know, Ja Rule just came out with some 50 just dropped in the club. So, you know, the transaction process for finding new music was a lot easier. Now it's on you to figure out what you like.
Yeah. What you Bruno hate? I heard it coming.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not a Bruno hater, but you gotta admit, slightly a little bit of a radio artist.
Yeah, bro, but Versace on the floor, like, that's.
But Zendaya looking like that, taking it off in the video. I said, woo!
He's very talented. I'm not gonna say anything against that. I just not my cup of tea.
So you're mad because his music is so good, it just gets on the radio that often.
It's overplayed.
That's like a weird thing we do with music. Like, I've never in any other industry, more people liking you or more people having access to your craft.
That is the problem.
It's never
with music,
frowned upon.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, but that's what I'm looking for. I would say Bruno.
That's your number one.
Bruno, and then honorable mention. I'll say Bryson Tiller. We need to redo a lot of stuff that happened in the last couple of years.
I know he just previewed some music on his Instagram the other day. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I liked Anniversary.
Oh no, I love Anniversary. I'm talking about some of his Lucy's he dropped. I'm like,
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's kind of the conversation we were having earlier before we started recording. The artist development process has been so streamlined. Now we expect people to just drop music, like year after year after year. Or Bryson is kind of a good example of a guy who went from no fame at all to now he's one of the top 10 biggest artists in the world, and he hasn't been able to work out the kinks of, like, all right, song making, songwriting, you know, my stage presence when I'm touring. I think that was also one of the biggest complaints he had when he dropped why am I blanking out his debut?
Not Anniversary. Trap Soul.
When he dropped Trap Soul. When he was touring and, like, he looked uncomfortable on stage.
So I'll say this and I kick it to Cost. I saw him live this summer at the amphitheater
out in Beaverton or whatever.
It's somewhere out there.
On the west side. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And, like, I'm gonna give y'all two opinions. I'm a Bryson fan and I enjoyed it, but, like, that, like, antisocial shit, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. But, like, I was with a person and, like, they really don't listen to Bryson's music like that. They said the same thing. We're like, even though I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. That's something you have to improve on. So like that's like an unbiased opinion, and I'm biased because I listen to his music because I bumped Anniversary because that got me through a breakup. So, but what about you, Cost? What you looking forward to?
It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Kanye. Fuck off! Oh my god.
That's the easy one, right?
Can I ask, like, what more do you want to hear from Kanye about?
I want to hear him go back to old Kanye. That's what I want. I want, like, 2010, 2012.
I'm vanilla,
Kanye.
baby.
And it might never be there, and that's fine. You know what? That's fine. I'm just, at this point, I want to see what he comes out with.
And then, is that as far as the production or content?
Production.
Well, I mean, that's going, because now he probably going to be working with, like, Baby Tron, Yeet, and some other artists.
Shout out to Yeet.
You fucking know Yeet. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wait, you personally know him?
No, I don't personally know him.
Okay.
I just know he's from Lake Oswego. So he's from my side.
Allegedly.
And then two, he's actually Romanian.
In a plant.
He is a plant. That I won't argue.
No, it's crazy. I'm actually cool with Joe Da Vinci. He said he been knowing Yeet for, like, almost a decade now, and he just used to fly out to LA, like, working. So I know people throw out that joke, and I'll be joking as I just did right there, but no, I gotta give him his credit. He actually did build up a following. It may have not been here locally as much, and it's kind of that's why it surprises people. But no, he's a good pick.
That's the easy one. The other one I'd say I'm maybe more, like, realistically excited for would be Dave Santan. Dave. His last project was 2021. You know, I'd be excited for another one. Yeah. I like grime. I like British grime.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, like, Dave, the UK artist.
Dave UK.
Did you like Tim and Central C's EP?
I did like his stuff with Central C. Central C's growing on me. At first, I was kind of like, I don't know, but he's growing on me.
Yeah, same. I've always, when I first got introduced to music, I always thought Dave was a better rapper, but I was like, okay, Central C. Central C's
a little more fun. I will say Dave lyrically is a lot better. I'm like OG. I'm a Skepta guy. Like, that's my guy. Like, Skepta's number one, but Dave's right there too.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Skepta he ruined one of the greatest song previews I've ever heard in my life. Bro, I can't. I'm blanking right now. I hate it. It's a song on More Life that Drake put Skepta on.
Oh, I think I know the one.
I just remember he ended his verse. He's like, Batman.
Oh, wait. It's Ice Blue Mink.
No,
it's
it's like
It's like track 12.
Fact Dragon.
no, it's the
Dragon.
Skepta interlude.
Fact Dragon.
I know the song exactly.
Look up
yeah.
Drake Skepta.
It's not even Skepta. It's
It might not be. No, it's.
I'm
Hold on.
blanking right now.
I will literally get it right now. But that's not Skepta though. That did that. I don't think.
Wait, who was it then?
It was. Hold on.
Type in.
It was a Skepta clone. No, a clone.
Type
no.
in.
It was Gigs.
Gigs.
It was Gigs
Oh.
on KMT.
All right, forgive me.
My bad.
It was
Forgive me.
Gigs.
Skepta, sorry for the trading. It was Gigs.
It was
But
Gigs.
that shit was egregious.
Murder.
Yeah.
Putting it dirty.
Yeah, no, that's Gigs.
Stupid birdie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is it bad that I really like that? I
like that song.
I liked it.
I'm not
I
gonna
know.
lie, bro, but you gotta understand, like, when Drake first previewed that song, all I heard was that beat drop and his, like, the first, like, 3 bars of his verse. I was like, oh my God, this shit sounds crazy. Because he was in a club playing it. And then we transitioned, I heard the live product. I was like, this is such a drastic shift. And
Little something to mercy.
yeah. But,
Black man in Paris.
He was just saying
bro,
that
I thought it was
bullshit.
from, like, some parody raps, but
That's funny.
That was it was like a Dave Chappelle skit at the end to me.
yeah, damn near. No,
That's funny.
Them some good picks. I say for me though, 2024. If he could get back into his bag, because his Lucy's kind of like similar to you, haven't impressed me much. Party Next Door is one of my favorite artists.
Interesting. Okay.
I really liked Party Mobile, and honestly, I felt like it was one of those albums that kind of got fucked over because of the world shutting down, because it had a very vibrant sound. It had a lot of very dance hall and Afrobeat type of sounding production on it as well. There's a song on there called Believe It with Rihanna. I feel like it would have done crazy in terms of scoring and movies and just being outside. Like, if I heard it outside, I got a cocktail in my hand, it wouldn't went crazy. Obviously, we was all shut down in the house, so it didn't get the traction I feel like it deserved. But if he could get back into that bag, like, you got one of the best pins in the game.
I hate you right now because that literally is one of my favorite songs. Like, he murders that.
Yeah.
Like, if I ever do something wrong in a relationship, I just gotta play it. Just believe me, baby. Oh, like, that is like, even though it doesn't make sense for a wedding, gotta play it one time.
And if she doesn't, then you play Savage Anthem.
You know what? Hey, table 7, bro. Table 7 at the wedding, bro. Table 7.
You guys think Tory Lanez will make anything?
Hey.
Wait, we got a jail mixtape. We got Tory. We got R. Kelly. We got
R.
a lot
Kelly, dude, that's some talent right there.
Hey, man.
Y'all crazy.
We got the one dude who jumped over, the
True.
The judge.
the judge.
Yeah.
They got so many visuals there.
Yeah, no, that was wild as hell.
I'm not gonna lie. I was watching Breakfast Club, and that dude literally is an athlete. If you really slow it down, he clears.
Oh, yeah.
No, the Eagles definitely could use him in their secondary right now. I ain't
Or
gonna
for the
hold you.
tush push.
Or the Cowboys.
Please, my safety's is cold.
Huh? Y'all winning? Oh, I ain't gonna wear a hat because I want bigger things.
Wait, who's your team?
Huh? We lost. We good.
Who's your team?
Don't worry about it.
No, talk.
We Colts.
You're a Colts fan?
Yeah, we good.
Oh, we beat y'all by like 30 last year. Get the
Oh,
fuck
y'all
outta here.
supposed to beat us.
You a loser.
That's fine. We gonna be good in 2 years.
20.
Anyway, you got any more music?
Party Next Door is one. Intrigued on how Cole's next album is going to sound. He's been on a phenomenal feature run the last year and a half, honestly 4 years, but got crazy the last year and a half or so. Just as far as some notable features, I know he did a song with Summer Walker. That's crazy. Song with Yachty and just different placements here and there. Also, first person shooter with Drake, which is his first #1 of his career, which is surprising as hell, but it is what it is. So I'm intrigued to see where he's gonna be at as far as how the album's gonna sound. I know a lot of stuff has changed in his life. He's getting older. His kids are getting a little bit older, and just want to see what he has to kick back to the game right now because it feels like he's in a very rapidy type bag. But I've always found that at times he struggles with finding a balance with art showing. I could show my ass on the track versus production and songwriting that works for a large audience.
I think for me, because I think this will be his last album, I just want him to. I don't want to make this sound weird, but I just want him to be free. I just want him just to be Cole, like the Cole that like Friday Night Lights Cole. Just do you. You. For me, he's done enough. I just want him to have fun.
Well, he said he got 2.
He said 2.
Yeah, he has whatever is going to drop this year, and then the off season is going to be his kind of crescendo out.
Okay, that's the only thing I want to say. Cole, Cole, inspiration, Hillside Hunger, play that every day, bro.
Dope. What?
All right.
You want me? Next topic?
So I think we're gonna take a plane and we're gonna go to an island.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. But right after a sponsor.
Oh.
Backseat Critics, do it your own. Come to the mic.
Come to the mic.
Come to the mic.
Do you want me to look? No? Okay.
We'll just look pretty.
Me?
Drop the Backseat Critics, please.
Oh.
Ad read.
Ad read.
Oh, we're getting time. Look at this. Wow.
Freezing up.
Wow. So, Backseat Critics, if you like movie reviews, I do not like you looking at me. Could you all just like turn around? Cool. So, this is worse. So if you guys like movie reviews, check out the Backseat Critics. We review old movies, bad movies.
Why the fuck is that on there?
Wow.
Y'all are weird. Do the regular. Just do the ad read. Why are y'all taking pictures of that? Just do the ad read.
There's a third one.
Okay. Just do the ad read.
All right. So if you like movie reviews, check out the Backseat Critics at the Backseat Critics on Instagram or TikTok. You can find us anywhere where you listen to your podcasts or on YouTube at the Backseat Critics. We review old movies, bad movies, classic movies, Fast and Furious, whatever you want. Shoot us a message if you want us to watch your movie.
All right. Now we had our in-flight movie. I think we're at a nice island.
Exclusive island.
Okay.
Only for the rich and powerful.
Ooh.
So guys, we were all very anticipated for the new year, not just because it's a new you, but they were supposed to release the flight documents for Epstein's Island. Essentially outing whoever attended and was, part of that excursion. But of course it gets delayed. It has been delayed to January 22nd. Rumors are because of one individual that keeps pushing it back. One female called Jane Doe 107. That is the code name for them. They all have code names at the moment.
Okay.
People are speculating who that is. You can make your own speculations. Hillary Clinton. But I wanted to just bring this up because it's hot in the media. I think it's worth mentioning at this point. Real quick, I have something to do with this, but first I want to get your opinion on this. Do you think it's just natural that when you have power, you just want to have sex with children? Is this the way the world works in the human mind?
I'm gonna pass this to you.
Wow. Why? Like I'm an expert. That was no. Go ahead.
Is it just a power thing? Is that?
Oh, I just want to be mindful. The R word.
I didn't say it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying if we do it, just blur
I
it
didn't
out.
grape it.
There we go. Anyway, I'll just say this. I just think it's just very I'll start here. We're a country built on celebrity. We're just so enamored with celebrity. We're I feel like other countries just laugh at us. They're just they're no, very true.
The UK's like us though too.
I've never been. Gonna go very soon. So I'll just say this. I just think when people get power, right, it's almost kind of like the saying they say where when you finally get money, you act exactly how you've always wanted to act. When people get power, and I feel like people have all these hidden things, and it's hidden in the rich and famous. So it's kind of all these people like Epstein and all this other stuff. So I feel like it's just weird.
And then to add on to that, I want to ask, how much of that you think is influenced by just the spaces people find themselves in? And I'm only going to bring that because I don't know if you all remember when Terry Crews, he came out probably like maybe 3-4 years ago and said that there was a Hollywood producer that groped him in front of his wife while he was at, I think it was like some dinner or party or whatever, and he didn't do anything about it. So not to excuse anybody for being there, but like how much of that you think is okay? I'm trying to get some
pressure.
Peer pressure. I'm trying to get some upward mobility in whatever industry I'm in. So I kind of just let whatever happen to me or around me, which is kind of some sick shit. But
here's my theory. I just like there's like a blood vampire. There's a grape vampire. And there's like one, and there's like, we got to kill that one to exterminate all the other ones because it's like poisoning the well. Like, I feel like one person is like, this is great. And this person has so much influence and like puppet strings. So I feel like it's like an old vampire that has to be stopped.
And who do you think it is, Robert? Sean Combs.
Wait, no. Sean Combs got bitten by to put a bomb in another nigga's car over a chick. You need to be stopped.
I'll say right now, Zion's been bit.
I'm sorry. Leave Zion.
He's got that freak symbiote in him.
wow, that's crazy.
Nah, he's just a hungry hippo.
That's funny. All right, now into my favorite segment. We're gonna play betting odds here. Top 3, if we were to bet. Top 3 most likely to be on that list. I can start out.
Yeah.
The easy ones, I think. R. Kelly's got to be on that list.
Yeah.
Sure. He was already doing it in Atlanta. What's going to stop him doing it in, like,
don't say international.
Internationally. R. Kelly. Give me a Jimmy Kimmel. Right on, huh? These are all allegedly. These are all jokes. Please don't sue me. These are all allegedly. And then the last one I'll throw in there. Someone that is just too wholesome.
Wow.
I don't know. What's his name? He killed himself.
Aaron Hernandez?
No.
Damn.
No. Goodwill Hunting. Williams.
Robin
Williams.
Okay.
Stop. Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking you got to have one wholesome in there.
And just for context, can you give the audience some insight as far as like when these events were allegedly supposed to have taken place?
Yeah.
From what I know, it was between like the 90s and the early 2000s.
Okay.
So to give an idea of like who's famous during that time.
Yeah.
I've heard Oprah's name thrown around, unfortunately. Like I don't know. At the end of the day, that list could come out and it could be a bunch of nobodies, or it could just not even actually be any good evidence. But it's fun to play a little game,
See, for me, if you had said anything later, like in the late 2000s, I might have said Tyler Perry.
Dude, honestly, that's not a bad guess.
Why are we doing this?
Dude, because he's really powerful.
Oh,
Tyler Perry's really
who's
powerful.
on the list? Whoever made Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, that guy got, like, yeah.
Whoever made Calvin and Hobbes, he's been surviving.
Chris.
His name's Bill Watterson.
Yeah, it's him.
Go look up. Do you know what happened with Bill Watterson?
No, I actually don't.
You should look it up.
Oh no.
You're not gonna. You're not gonna be happy you're defending him right now.
Yeah.
At all. But no, Chris Stokes is for sure on the list.
Chris Stokes.
He's an A&R music manager for a lot of different acts. You might remember Immature and B2K.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't know if Kaz, you know why they broke up.
No.
Say Rob. There were some grape activities happening.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yikes.
Shower play and.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, give me a Rich Paul. I'll throw Rich Paul.
Whoa. That's not what we doing.
It was him. It was him.
Oh, it's no clutch slander.
No.
Unless it's directed at Ben Simmons, there's no clutch.
No clutch slander.
clutch slander.
Interesting. Okay.
At all.
I'm trying to think. Who in early 2000s? I hate to be the person going on a limb, but who it was the guy on Jerry Springer, but it was like the other dude. He had his own show for a little bit.
Steve Wilkos.
Steve Wilkos.
All right,
Interesting.
can I add a twist to this? celebrities that you, I guess, like from a distance care for, who would you be most disappointed in if you found out they were on the list?
Oh, I gotta take out the hat with this one. Damn. I'm not gonna lie. I'll say this. I was a big Neo fan, and once I found out Neo was a dirtbag, his music don't hit the same. So I know that disappointment is like, fuck, you fucked over too many. Like, you gotta be like this. So I'll be honest with you. I'll take the cake. I'm going to a conspiracy theory for our caucus listeners, thinking that Obama was a plant, and for him to become the president, he had to do this. If Obese was on there, I would be so sad, bro.
That'd be something.
Bro, that'd be
something.
Then the whole fucking, RIP to his cook, all that stuff would make sense. And but that I would be sad if Obese was on there.
I ain't gonna hold you. For me, if not that I'm even like a stan of his or anything like that, but if LeBron's name was on that list, bro, like
that's why he's played this long.
Yeah, it's like you supposed to be perfect in everything, never got in trouble.
He's got a great PR team.
He got a great PR. He does.
He does have a great PR. Come on.
The kid being head. Also, never mind.
Whoa! The juice.
Yeah, the juice.
When that comes out, the 40 for 30.
That's gonna be coming out. I'm sorry. Like 10 years after he's done, it's gonna be some juice stuff.
But needless to say, if he wound up on that list after doing all he's done in the community,
I feel like
that would be crazy. That would be such a crazy.
He's too young to be involved. I feel like.
Yeah, that's what.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
I don't know. Maybe 2010ish era.
Think about the influence he had.
John Stockton
in 2002, though. That wouldn't surprise me. Only because of who his running mate is.
There's no news about Bill Watterson.
What?
Yeah.
I'll find something. I saw something about Calvin Hobbs.
Maybe you're just choosing to see what you want to see.
Dang, that's crazy. What a critic.
Are you apologizing?
There's a reason Calvin Hobbs is no longer in.
Were you outside the courtroom saying free Robert? Were you outside the courtroom saying free Robert?
Free Robert?
Yeah.
Who's Robert?
Kelly. Robert Kelly. Not me.
It's a yes or no question, sir.
No.
Do you support? Never.
Wait, is that the guy? Was that the guy that was peeing on kids or something?
Whoa.
That's R. Kelly.
That's R. Kelly. Robert Kelly.
Okay. So it is the same. Okay. No, I'm not saying for you.
Ooh.
I would be very disappointed if Leonardo DiCaprio was on that list.
Oh, I'm not
gonna lie. I can see it.
That's the thing. I can kind of see it, but I'd be really disappointed because I love the guy.
He dates his 20-year-olds and he's 50 years old.
Yeah, like they turned 25 and he's like,
and he was like, you know what? I need to get an Oscar. You know what? How am I gonna do it? I'm gonna wrestle a bear.
Yeah, that's how I get it. And they're like,
yeah.
Boom.
I'd be pretty disappointed.
I'd be disappointed. I'll just say this, man. It's just like interesting where it's kind of like we look at someone said something very profound to me, and it was like one of these correspondents, and they were talking about how people choose to use the Bible in different ways, where they're kind of like, in the Bible it says, we're going to take care of all people, immigrants and things like that. And we kind of look at certain people, how they choose to like, all right, I'm not going to, let my neighbor in, but we're just like really like picking and choosing how we're using the Bible to interpret it because God wanted to help everyone. And it's almost kind of like, he's like said in like 2024, I want to leave that behind. So when I look at and hear these things about Epstein, where it's kind of like, I find it very hard that like we as people like can't get behind like just helping kids. We're like, kids should be untouchable, churches should be untouchable, whether you agree with certain religion or not. Like there should be sacred things where it's kind of like, I remember growing up, and I'll tell you guys this quick story, and then this is all my piece on it. I remember traveling back and forth because I lived in the Northeast, and I used to always pass this house where like the Bloods would stay, right? And like always having a book bag, be regular, smangler, and things like that. And one of the dudes was like, "Oh, you a book nigga," and I was like, "Yup, that's damn right." And like, I appreciate that interaction because they, from another black person, they were like, "Oh, you're doing better than what we're doing," and like they're like, "Don't mess with him, like he's doing stuff." And I feel like I just remember like that was like, this is like the boundary and the barrier. So I appreciated that they were like, this person, we're not even about to mess with you. And I feel like that kind of stuff is out of whack. Schools, stuff happen at schools, and I'm rambling, but y'all get where I'm going.
Yeah,
with
no, I
it?
get what you're saying. Like in society, just nothing feels sacred anymore.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Well, speaking of something that's not sacred, is all these celebrities, they're not safe because Katt Williams woke up on 2024 and said,
I'm on bullshit.
"Fuck with me, I got it."
Making a return out of nowhere
Man,
after 15 years or something.
he was always
Working in the shadows.
Hey man, he ran that. Did y'all see him run that?
The 4-4,
Yeah, impressive.
On the gym floor that wasn't a 40. So we was keeping it
4-30.
Yeah. I'm not about to bore you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys all have heard about the Katt Williams things. I just have an interesting take with it.
Shoot.
But I'm just curious because I know listeners have listened to the Katt Williams take, and I just wanted to say shout out to Club Shay Shay because it's already at like 50 million, bro.
Yeah.
It's already at 50 million. And like the one thing I just want to talk about is like just how captivating Katt Williams was telling his side of the story. And I'm just curious. What were y'all takes on that?
I guess you'd have to ask me directly, like what piece of it, just because it was a 3-hour long interview. Generally speaking, I would say I think there's some truth to some of the stuff he was saying. Do I feel like he was stretching it a little bit and dragging some stuff? Yes. Do I know in every walk of life, is there some tap dancing that happens that allows certain folks to be in certain spaces?
Yeah.
Do I also have an issue seeing black men always being asked to do roles or stand up in dresses? Absolutely. So, it was kind of funny. I saw recently there was a clip where somebody did side by side where he actually stole a joke from someone. So there was like, oh, you're contradicting yourself. But even when I was a kid and I watched the original Kings of Comedy, I did peep that Sid had stole the spaceship joke. So.
All right, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Speaking about that, my favorite part was him just calling out Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I've never really thought, and he's a hard worker. I'll never take anything away from his work ethic. I've never really thought Kevin Hart was that funny.
He had that one decent stand-up. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was like probably came out around like 2012-ish, 2013.
Grown little man.
Yeah.
That might have been like 11, 10.
Something like that. I just remember
Something
LeBron
like
was in the audience or
Yep.
something like that, and the camera kept panning to him, and that was funny. Like, that was a good stand-up, and then his show, Real Husbands of Hollywood was decent. His movies have all been awful.
Like here, across the room. And, we'll just ask you real quick.
Yeah.
What's your if you had to, alien comes down from Mars. and
The beam is pointed at Earth.
and ask you, what's Kevin Hart's signature joke? Could you even give me one?
Is it like the
Take a little long.
wait? Is it like the little dingo baby or like the bum bump?
The bum bump is his best joke.
The one I remember. He just be making faces and be like,
So it's not, and that's my biggest issue with him. Man.
Okay.
Like, I don't be laughing at his jokes. It's more so like, you black, and just, like there's the actions or like
she popped out the trunk.
Yeah.
And those pictures. You've
Yeah.
seen the stock photos
Oh,
of him
yeah.
like jumping on the couch or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, exactly.
No, that's the funniest one thing. Kevin
But
Hart.
like with Katt or like even other comedians, but Katt's just like my favorite comedian from that era. When him doing jokes like where he's impersonating DMX, we was like, I was with DMX. We was at we was at Red Lobster. This nigga was ordering some lemonade. He was like, hey yo bitch, can I get some water and some lemons?
Yeah.
I can't even be Shaq's friend. This nigga 7'13". They call him my boy every shit.
I remember that.
But yeah, no, I thought it was a good interview. All in all, I think there is a lot of truth to what he was saying. I've always thought Steve Harvey was a clown as well. So all
Facts.
shots at him.
Here you go.
I had no
He
issue
opened
with
the
it.
door.
We
He opened the door.
We've gone down that Steve Harvey clown rabbit hole a few
I didn't know
times on the
about
Play-Doh games.
Can we relight that pack?
Yeah, let's go. What do you want to talk about with Steve
All right,
Harvey?
Pass it around. Think like a man as a concept. I feel like has either, if you want to say directly or indirectly, contributed to so much division within the black community in terms of relationships, marriage, however you want to frame
Clips.
situations.
I also want to say that too as well. I agree. I think the disingenuous nature of like trying to give women game, which is important, but also it's kind of like, this is my new kick. Knowledge is power, but application is key. And I feel like people lack the application of the knowledge they gain.
That was a bar.
Mm-hmm. I'd say just as blatant racism towards like Asian people.
That as well.
Where he's like, I don't know how a woman can be attracted to an Asian man.
What did he
He
say?
said that on
When?
I don't know when, but he said it.
I slick do remember him saying
He did. I
stuff
can
like
send
Fact
you the
check.
clip. You can fact. It's the clip exists. I know I didn't make that up.
Okay.
But while we're fact checking that, we actually have to fact check something else.
What?
We have to apologize to the creator of Calvin and Hobbes.
Nah.
No, he did nothing wrong. It was Dilbert. I was
Oh, it
the
was
creative
Dilbert?
Dilbert. That's the
okay.
guy.
Dilbert. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Calvin Hobbes, he was on the island. That's why the tiger was
Scott
imaginary.
Adams. That's the guy.
Well, while they're fact checking that, so because we missed the wave, we missed the SEO bump of the Cat Williams stuff. We'll be on the back end of it. So the reason why I kind of wanted to bring it up is I feel like Cat Williams is the perfect person to have this conversation with, where it's kind of like, I want to give y'all my take with the interview. And my take is this is how I'm gonna give y'all some game. This is how I know when someone's telling half truths, because I do believe some of the things I heard were some truths.
Well, he's
but,
a
like,
comedian too. No
Exactly.
comedian's honest.
delivery is perfect. Like that, he didn't read no A books.
Yeah, that's the part where I'm like, you're dragging it or like running a 440. Like, all right,
So, and I'm about to give y'all some free game. How I know someone is telling the truth about something is when they can talk about the hurt that's happened to them, but they can also talk about where they made the mistake too as well. Because I don't feel like he was totally blackballed. I feel like when you're in those situations, you're sometimes that friend who's like, man, we ain't gonna invite you around because you scare away the women. But also you do get some of the women. Because like if you listen to that 3-hour whole thing, he talks about how everything they've done to him. And I feel like he never talked about how he contributed in that environment. And my thing is like, when you listen to someone when they can easily and eloquently, as you saw, because he's eloquent with his words, he could have eloquently said like, man, maybe I stepped the Kev wrong. Maybe I tried to amend. I just found it very interesting that he was never ever a problem. Mentioned that he was a problem. And I feel like that's problematic.
Yeah.
bro.
Because when you are that slivery with the tongue, right? And when you're where you can captivate people with your words, it's so much power when you're like, man, I did that wrong, but then they did me dirty. Even worse than that.
Now, I just have one pushback on that. While I definitely hear you on your perspective, I'm gonna take somebody who's maybe, I guess who you're asking, depending on who you ask, is a little less controversial in Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you don't know him personally, then how can you explain his gap? There was like a gap in the late 2000s, early 2010s when he wasn't getting those casting calls. The Chappelle Show, even though it was a huge success, gets canceled. And there's been speculation that he turned down that $50 million offer, and then from there was just blackballed from the industry. So you're saying like something like that, or like the powers that be just deciding, okay, you're no longer fitting our agenda. Do you think that doesn't exist at all?
I know, I think that exists to a certain extent, but also it's almost kind of like these three things I always talk to a lot of people about. There are positive, negative, and neutral outcomes, no matter what you do, where it's kind of like, even if I 110% disrespect costs, right? I still have some things where I could have done some things better. I feel like as a human populace, we take, when we say mistakes, as like, oh, I'm just a bad person. I still could have done something differently. Koss could have still have done something differently, not like egregiously. That's why I try to speak with people in a spectrum, where it's kind of like Cat Williams could be 57% right about a lot of stuff, but once again, sometimes you don't know how you're in a room, or sometimes you're like where you feel so righteous, right? I know I'm right. You could be wrong with how you step into people.
Real.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I'd also maybe point out that like the stand-up comedy industry during that era was really rough, where you had like, you had the big names, and that was that. Like, people weren't really going to comedy shows and local clubs to listen to comedy as much. I feel like that boomed more on like 2013 again, 2014. And that's when you saw Chappelle coming back, because he started doing local gigs, because he was living out in Ohio, I think, for a while, or Indianapolis, something like that.
Yeah.
But I think we have.
You want to finish your point?
oh, just that like that might be a factor too. Why like we didn't see Chappelle for a couple years, and I think he also kind of wanted to take a step back, and then like, but he because he was willing to take whatever he did wrong on the chest or whatever. That's why I think his comeback has been a lot quicker and easier than Katt Williams. But Katt Williams, if he wanted to come back to stand-up comedy, he'd have a Netflix special tomorrow. Let's be honest.
No, he's had 3.
No, he's had,
in the last like 3 years.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Fact Dragon?
So which comedian did you say was making jokes about white women not wanting to date Asian men?
Steve Harvey. That's
Harvey?
Yeah, so that is correct.
Damn. Okay, never mind. All right. So I think for me, that's why I wanted to bring that up because, you know, I try my best with things I want to talk about, not to be like inspired by other people who've already talked about it. So I try to like get my initial thoughts, write them down, and then like really steer away from like, oh, I've heard this before, I've heard that before. I haven't heard anyone talk about how when your skill is so powerful to captivate people, where you should always take personal responsibility. Because I feel like that's where you have to be, and I just didn't hear that at all. Like, it was entertaining, but it was almost kind of like, it was just you.
I mean, also, like, Katt Williams got his ass beat by, like, a teenager.
Damn.
Like,
oh, yeah, bro. Who was he saying he was going to whoop? Is that?
Cedric. I'm going to punch him in
the
gut.
Oh, yeah. Like, boy, a 12-year-old put his hands on you. Get the fuck out of here.
That kid, like, did jiu-jitsu on him. And yeah, that was hilarious.
Hey, you know, Cedric is like Snorlax, body slam. He's done. But that's the point I wanted to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you call it, Cartier? We're gonna do a pause real quick because I just want to bring up this AK clip. Do y'all got any more?
No,
I got no other topic.
Right.
No,
go ahead.
We'll end it with
who's this?
We'll end it with this.
What is this? What are you showing me?
I got y'all, and then we can get the fuck out of here. Y'all gonna laugh. This one was golden.
He's messaging her like whatever. Not even gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed. She's answering like a man should be able to ask my girl certain questions like yo, hey, you know, how you like, hey, you ever been out here? Oh no, I want to come visit. What?
Right.
What you tell another man you want to?
She didn't
go visit where he at.
No,
you with me.
Yeah, that's too much.
Okay, now I'll be honest with you. This is where the sucker part comes in. When I seen it, I vaguely remembered because I clicked on even his profile. Yo, he had just got married the last month. He posting his wife up and everything.
Wow.
You know what I said? Well, if you trying to get my bitch, I'm gonna get your bitch. So I ain't gonna lie. I DM'd his girl. I said, listen, I just told the truth. I said, listen, yo, your husband is trying to get my girl, so I need you. What's up? Swap it out. Let's swap it out.
Is real.
Let's swap it out. We can't swap it out.
You can't do that.
We gotta swap it out.
You cannot do that.
She ain't believe me too.
Flag on a plane.
Yo.
What the fuck?
She ain't believe me.
Wait, you can't do that.
Now this is where it gets into sucker territory.
What?
She says no, it's not true. By the way, she still got wedding pictures up there.
What?
Like her last picture's a wedding picture. I said, if you don't believe me, go check his phone because I got it on the other end.
Oh man, they direct her to.
Of course.
Yo, you
Don't mess with my girl.
That was nuts.
That was crazy.
That's Dirty Mac dick. Sucker for love.
No.
Hater.
Why you messing with my girl though?
All right. So the reason why I wanted to bring this up is our culture is so backwards. Now, DJ Akademiks, he's under a lot of heat over this last month of some change. But I heard this shit, and literally in my group chat, we were just kind of like, how backwards are we where, don't get me wrong. DJ Akademiks, he got his own shit. But this one I'm actually siding with him on, where it's kind of like, So my thing is, oh, I'm gonna ask you the question. So you get married.
Yeah.
You get married. Or you're married, right?
Yep.
And somebody DMs your wife. And then so you're not gonna respond to it at all? So you're not gonna be like, hey nigga, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, but that's not what he did though. He took it a step better. One, you flipped the situation as far as somebody else. Really, it would have been me being married and DMing somebody else's girlfriend.
Okay. I butchered that, but let's just say.
No, you good, but I'll play along. All right. One, I'm not gonna check another man if I see my girl or my wife rather is entertaining the shit. Because you should have enough respect for our marriage.
She'll get her part. She'll get hers.
Thank you. But
let me ruin this marriage real quick.
But if another dude if it's going in my wife's DM.
Again, there's a threshold. If she's entertaining it, then my he owes me. No man or woman, however you identify, owes you any loyalty besides the person you with. So if they're not entertaining it, then that's a whole different ordeal. If they're not, go ahead.
This is hurting our culture, bro. As a man, literally, bro. I fucks with you, bro.
Yeah.
I fucks with you heavy. Let's just say this: if I saw something, if you had 100 bunches of oats, right? I'm not gonna be like, I see her and be like, oh, I'm gonna say some shit to you on some G shit, on some G ass shit. Because my thing is, I feel like there's a difference, and I think this is where we're missing each other. There's a difference between being messy, like DJ Academics took a little far, all this other stuff. Like, I'm about to go get your bitch. I'm gonna be like, look here, nigga, this is what's going on. I'm taking care of what Katt said. I gotta go talk to my chick. I may break it with her, may not. But as a dude, and I feel like that's where we're missing each other. Where it's kind of like, I'm gonna say something, not on some greasy stuff, but like, that's just disrespectful. That's a nigga's girl, bro. Like, you gotta, like, stop it, bro. We're not even, come on.
I'm not trying to be on no immature slime ball stuff. Yeah, like, it is disrespectful. But at the end of the day, if that other party doesn't entertain it, then you're just talking to yourself in the DMs. And at that point, when I come to you, then I'm gonna handle it a certain way because my girlfriend or whatever, my significant other, whatever, clearly isn't seeking this type of attention from you, and you know what it is.
Come on, Katt. Bless you, bro.
I don't know. I'm on the side here. I think.
Cartier.
My apologies. On CB side here.
Thank you.
As a man, we gotta watch for each other's back, man. It's a cold world. It's a hard world. Why are you coming up for like a woman that's taken already? She's got a partner, visibly taken. You're also like, you're looking like a huge scumbag, Danny Green. You just got married, and now you're talking to other women. Like, you know what? He deserves to get blasted on a little bit. If you just got married, you're talking to other women already. Fuck yeah. And of all things, kind of a low blow. DJ Academics, like like
it was funny, but I agree that the extra stuff that was a need. I agree.
The one reason why he did that, his pride was hurt.
100%.
1,000%.
So it's like,
but did Danny Green learn a lesson though?
No, because he's still married.
We'll see.
Yes, he is. I looked. He's still
because our marriage is our marriage, and the stuff that we do in the confines of our relationship.
But that's not in the relationship. He's going outside of the relationship, talking to other women.
I almost made a crazy reference.
Go, you can't say that.
No, they both passed. And,
that's funny.
And their daughter just asked.
Oh, okay.
Jonathan Major stop referencing their marriage, but yeah.
Hey, I'm looking for my.
But allegedly, Martin Luther King Jr. did.
Of course,
dibble and dabble.
He was with the white women.
Dibble and dabble outside of their marriage.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of people. I'm not excusing it or encouraging it, but there are people who step outside their marriage and are able to work through that. Any third party, like just adding fuel to the fire, or. But also, I'll say this: my perspective on this stuff changes. And I know this might sound kind of corny when you're just dating somebody versus this is my wife. There's a flip that switches for me with that.
Okay, fair. But wait, is Academics married, or is that just his girl?
That's just a girl.
His girl. But Danny Green is married.
Yes.
Thank you. But
I still think it looks worse on Danny Green's side, just to get caught red-handed, because he's probably still talking to other women.
1,010%.
If he didn't learn his lesson, if he didn't get getting called up.
Yeah, you said DJ Academics and Danny had history.
Yeah, Danny Green was on his podcast. They know each other. So they know each other. And not just that, it's like the famous clip of him being like, so is Tim Duncan bisexual? You guys ever see that clip?
No.
Yeah.
No. That wasn't on Axe podcast. That was on the Breakfast Club.
You're right. That's a fuck.
Yeah, Charlemagne asked him.
Charlemagne. I'm sorry. I confused them.
Yeah, no, you it.
So I'll just say this, because the reason why I wanted to bring it up is kind of like, I just feel like there's just like one rap song that came out when we were like growing up, and it's like this cartoon of this black guy, and it was like, read a book, read a motherfucking book.
Yeah, I remember it.
Buy deodorant, nigga. It's not expensive. I feel like that was what I was like. It's just like, that's why people don't want to get married anymore. It's because of stuff like that, where it's kind of like, once again, I agree. And it's not that I don't disagree with you to a certain extent, because obviously we do not know the confines of the relationship, but like from an outside looking in, what is the populace going to take? A married man going out of his relationship, because he's not going to clear it up. He's going to keep doing what he's doing. So it's kind of like, it just makes dating for us more tough.
But also, just to add on, say it's none of our business at the end of the day.
True.
Because they could have a verbal agreement, and I think even to localize it, I'm real with you. If TMZ doesn't blow it up, I still think Nia Long and Ime Udoka are together.
Did they ever get divorced? Like officially?
Yeah.
They were never married.
Oh, they were never married?
Really?
No, they've been engaged for like 10 years, but never been
You think they're
married.
still together?
Man,
No,
he was
they're
lying
not
to her
together.
for 10 years.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm going to do it this year.
Other way around, but
Really?
that's
Whoa. Wait, you getting exclusive?
but
That man in Houston though.
yeah. Anyways, though, but I think like public pressure really forced her to add to that relationship. Whereas like if it happens behind closed doors, because let's be real, he was an NBA player, traveling all the time, and he's not gonna be the first or last time somebody is cheating on their significant other in that space.
But he did
It's
secretly.
but it's harder to
In a workplace too.
It's hard. It's hard for someone to deal with that when you have to deal with the public ridicule of being, this strong black woman who is supposed to set an example for other people.
Yeah.
And then your man cheats on you publicly, and can you deal with the ramifications of everybody looking at you crazy or saying that you look crazy, staying with him?
So I'm going to slightly disagree. I'll just say this. Because I don't know Nia from how long she is, but I'm super sorry. I'm sorry. But I'll just say this. From the type of work that I do, I feel like there's a lot of people like her in these situations, and I feel like because it's like they finally found the person that really vibe with them. So like they're in like a gridlock where they're like, I finally have a kid. Finally have what I thought what it was, and it's kind of like if I leave, so it's kind of like, yeah, I think public pressure does play a part into it, but I definitely think it ultimately comes on to like that person's fantasy being broken, meaning like I finally waited for this thing. You know how long Nia Long talked about I want this. I remember her saying this. Maybe she didn't want kids, and then she finally found a person to make her want that, and then boom, fuck shit.
We'll pause real quick. She has a kid. She had a kid prior to that.
Okay.
Then maybe getting together. No, you good. They do have a kid together, but she has an older one as well.
So I'm just saying where it's kind of like I appreciate talking about the social the pressure, but I also want to help normalize it so it's like this happens to everyday regular people where it's kind of like I would hate for and not putting this on your future costs where like he finally get everything he wants, right? And then boom, he's got a decision. Do I I don't want to break up like my family, child support, all this other stuff where like that's such a hard thing to do.
And I'm actually glad you put it on Cos because this I'm not.
Is it Dua Lipa?
Ooh.
Is that the part? Is that my wife?
He loves her.
I
He
loves
loves
her.
her.
But I'm gonna just kind of make it more local on a localized angle because
Please,
I know we
please.
either have been in this situation or have a friend who has been in this situation
Yeah.
where somebody may step outside their relationship and their significant other finds out about it. It's much easier to do damage control that way versus the third party blasting it on social media and now the entire city or town knows. And it's like it's hard for people to.
It's easier, yes, of course.
Yeah.
But, does the crime match the punishment?
Boom.
I don't know.
Well, you lost me there.
Like, if you do a bad act, do you deserve to be punished for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is putting him on blast for the whole community, is that too harsh of a punishment for the crime? Or is it just?
So I'm a
That's maybe where we lose people.
So I'm gonna piggyback off him, and he's a honorary black. He's Romanian. He told me there's a lot of black people there. And,
What?
look, Dracula's castle. He was actually a nigga. Anyway,
All right.
More
I'll just say-
Ottoman.
no. I'll just say this because I just want to go off that piece, right? Because if we go to like black community, right, we're talking about we need to do all these different things. Where it's kind of like, one, I hate how sometimes we like have to make so many black people hyperbolic, right? But like that change that we talk about, it comes from people being like, all right, we have to be more consistent. and this is all about being consistent. I'm not saying dudes can't have their fun, but it's kind of like, all right, if I'm thinking about marriage, if I'm married, if I'm engaged to this person, I'm gonna take this a little bit more seriously. Once again, because always like you saying this, the podcast really don't talk and say this a lot. Like when they say allegedly, we don't know the confines of that person's relationship. We're just working with the information we have. But like from what we have, it's just like we were just talking about Michelle and Bob were talking about like couples goals. Like people in our arena look for that because that is the example that we want to be like, all right, I'm striving for this. So it's kind of like, yeah, when you get married, I hope you take that dead ass seriously. When you get married, I hope you take that dead ass seriously. And as y'all brother, it's not the same. I'm gonna be, oh, you gotta be doing this, be like that. I'm gonna remind you who the fuck you are. If I'm your brother, and I'm like, if you want to do that fuck shit, why are you engaged to her? Don't. One of my real ass friends said this. Don't invite me to a fucking wedding if you fucking around. I'm gonna be wasting my time, money, and energy. I don't want to fucking know. And I said, this nigga is right. I'm gonna start applying that. If I know you doing some fuck shit, don't invite me to the wedding.
Yeah, that's real.
Don't invite me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. This is an interesting combination there, folks. I'm afraid to talk sports because you two are like,
I'll cook your ass.
not even. Y'all see how KD doing? He's doing okay.
I don't know.
Stop it. We're not doing this.
Fact check.
That was
Where are the Suns in the Western
He's
Conference?
not doing okay.
Where are the Suns in the Western Conference standings? If you could fact check that for me. Yes, please.
While he's doing that, I just want to say this is our first installment of the Play No Games podcast of 2024. It's been wonderful talking to you guys.
Fantastic.
I know. It's really good.
No, it's been fun.
1 second.
8th.
And what's the record?
Oh, we got the sports guy over here.
I'll say it for you, 19 and 18, a game above 500.
Anywho, well, you know who's not,
You know who's not in 8th place? My Boston Celtics. Stand up.
next episode, we're doing sports predictions. So we're doing that. We're getting and Super Bowl, we're getting it out the way. We're getting it out the way.
Okay.
So if y'all like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed this episode. I've missed this. But it's
nice start to the year.
Cartier Bob.
Goss.
Take forward.
And we out.
Probably wondering if I think of you. Sorry, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, for the bag that I never had. Yeah, you probably mad right now. Yeah, I got a 2-piece now. Shit, I think they call them groupies now.